What's good, y'all boys and girls? It's your one and only Sauce Money B, Bronin and B Bryce, and welcome to broovyclub Gaming. And what's good, Heat Nation? If you guys are watching, 305 stand up. Bam Adebayo, our center franchise piece right here. Shout out to him getting his extension recently. I'm gonna show you guys how to make a Bam Adebayo like build for your MyPlayer, and first thing you guys have to do in the vitals is put his position as a center. Now with this one, I ain't gonna lie, I had an interesting time making a decision for this build, and I don't know, you guys might have to make the decision yourselves. I made 5 different builds for Bam, and I'm gonna go through them really quickly so you guys can, analyze yourself and decide which one you guys would want to go with. So with Bam's body settings, he is a 6'9" center, so he's pretty short for a center, kind of like how Ben Wallace was. Like, he was a short center, but he was pretty still dominant, and that's how Bam is. Bam is still pretty dominant as a 6'9" center. His weight is listed at 255 pounds, so that's what we're going with. And his wingspan, I really thought his wingspan was longer than 7'1", but he has a 7'1" wingspan. So in a few other builds, what I'm going to do, I'm going to max out the wingspan at 7'7", but for the first one, we're going to go with 7'1". So as we continue to setting the potential, I'm going to try to run through these really quick. His close shot, we max it out because that's how he scores. He scores in the paint area most of the time. Standing dunk maxed out, driving dunk maxed out. So his driving layup will be at a 63. For the shooting, we're going to max out because sometimes he pick and pop in the mid-range. 3-point shot, he's working on it. He don't have it yet, but we're just putting that there just because, to make this build a bit better. We put up the free throw to 27 to get 10. Pass accuracy, we're going to 71. Ball handle maxed out. Speed with ball maxed out. Interior defense maxed out. To have a Bam build, you need perimeter defense because Bam he's pretty good in the perimeter. I ain't gonna lie, he be locking down guards and other people that be like using the perimeter to score. So that's what Bam is like really good for. He's like really versatile. That's why I made like 5 different builds. He's a really versatile defender and player, actually. Like, his whole game is like really versatile, and I feel like he's like the next gen type of like center, you feel me? Like, the new centers that franchises are going to want, they're gonna want someone like Bam because he could do it all except shoot the 3-point shot. So he needs to work on that. But once he got that and the post game, yeah, he's gonna be an MVP soon. All right, for blocking, we're gonna put this at 72. Offensive rebounding, we're gonna put it at 69. And then when we go to the physicals, we're gonna put speed up there, acceleration up there. We're gonna put strength at a 80. And then stamina, we're gonna put stamina at 91. Actually, we don't really need a 91 stamina. Maybe probably put it at 85. Vertical all the way up there. And then we probably could put one on blocking. And then let's see, put the rest probably on stamina. So there you guys have it for the first one. 22 potential badge points for the finishing, 10 for shooting, 11 for playmaking, and 13 for defense. Now for the takeovers, I'm not gonna lie, you guys are gonna have to choose the takeovers on your own. We're just gonna go with random takeovers, and it's going to show that we have built a 2-way 3-level scorer, shades of Bam Adebayo, as the first thing to show up. All right, so now we are at the second build. We're gonna put his wingspan at 7'7" this time, and the last build, that wasn't the accurate name for Bam's actual archetype, which is the skilled interior force. And that's what we're gonna create right now in the second one. All right, so here with the second one, you have less shooting badges, you have less playmaking badges, and you have less finishing badges, but you have way more defensive badges, which is really good for a Bam build. You have 21 instead of 12. The strength is not all the way up there anymore. Yeah, you guys can adjust the stamina to your likings. You still get a solid amount of defensive you still have a solid amount of badges. And with the shooting, you guys don't really have to worry with the shooting too much. Bam is not really, the best shooter yet. But as long as you still have like set shooter and pick and pop, you're pretty good. You could get like a gold pick and pop and a gold set shooter. You'll be fine. You're gonna be able to send shots back with that 94 blocking rating. And we seen what he did to Jason Tatum's shot in that playoffs. He just sent that away. That was one of the best blocks of all time in the playoffs. So it's like, he could block shots when he wants to. Plus, you're gonna have a 7'7" wingspan, so you're gonna be sending shots back at 6'9". As we continue, like I said, you guys can freestyle to takeover or choose whatever takeover to your liking, and it's gonna show that you have built a skilled interior force with Bam Adebayo as the first name to show up on the Shades of. So now for the third one, we're going back to 7-1. Alright, so this is the third build. With the third build, you have a higher post control. Your strength is up there too. It looked like you have less badges with this one. You get 10 defensive, you get 10 playmaking, you have 10 shooting. So yeah, you get less than the first and the second one that I recommended. But with this one, you feel me, you could do pretty much everything with this one. You can be in the post, you can shoot, you can dribble the ball, you can still play defense, not the best defense out of the 5. And you're pretty athletic, you know, 83 vertical, 83 strength. Yeah, pretty athletic with this one. So this is the third one, and it's gonna show that we have built a 2-way 3-level scorer, Shades of Bam Adebayo as the first name to show up again. So now let me get to the fourth build. Once again, the fourth build is gonna have a 7'7" wingspan. Alright, so with the fourth build, the badges are not the best. It's basically like the third build, but with a 7'7" wingspan. Basically, still physical, still could play you know, above average defense, can handle the ball, can shoot, and still could finish. But you get less badges with this one, but a longer wingspan. And it's gonna show that we have built a skilled paint defender. That's a different name than the other one. Shades of Bam Adebayo as the first one. So that's the interesting thing about this build. It gives you like a whole different name, and it's called a skilled paint defender. Now on to the very last build that I want to show you guys. I don't know if this build is the best, but I don't know, there's so many interesting builds in this video. With this one, we're going with the 7'7" wingspan again. All right, so here we are at the last build. With this one, we took away the post control for this one. You still could shoot, but we don't have 10 shooting badge points. The defensive points, you know, is at 16, so it's higher than the other one that I just previously recommended. Physicals is still, you know, pretty good physicals. You still could finish pretty good with this one. Actually, you could finish better than the last build that I recommended. You have 20 instead of 16. Overall, you get 55 badge points with this one, and I think this possibly could be like the third best build that I recommended. I think it's the second build that I recommended that's the best build in my opinion. But with this build is still pretty good as well. The difference from this build and the second build is that you have a higher strength and you have more shooting badges. So as we continue, it's gonna show that we have built a skilled interior force, Shades of Bam Adebayo, and that is Bam's archetype name on NBA 2K21 Next Gen. So there we have it. Basically, I feel like the second one that I recommended was the best. Yeah, it doesn't have more shooting badges, and it doesn't have a higher strength rating, but I feel like having more defensive badges is a good sign for a Bam build in my opinion. I would choose the second one if I was to choose. You guys can discuss in the comment section below which one do you guys think was the best build out of the 5. Y'all make sure to subscribe, I got more content on the way. Y'all make sure to leave a like on this video to show support to my grind and help this video do well in the algorithm. Thank you guys for everything. Broovy Club, I'm signing out. Broovy gang.
Pushing all her button, I just got her to release.
If she a keeper, pick up the phone when I see ya. Nigga don't wanna be a foe.